Hey everyone, it's me Hunter. I'm back with another train-related build. Sorry, speaking too fast. So this isn't exactly a Thomas and Friends related build, and obviously this is not a Star Wars build. So I've kind of put it in that middle ground of train related because that's where I feel it belongs. In truth, this is inspired by a Thomas and Friends toy I had, and anyone who has been a fan of the toys for probably at least 5 years or more knows there's these things called aquarium cars. So when the newer kind of sea creatures started to come out, and I got a hold of this hammerhead shark, I remembered that old toy and said, you know, it'd be cool to build this in Lego, just because that shark is amazing. And as you can kind of see in the corner, I got that new hermit crab. So this was a perfect chance for me to try something different, a little underwater scene. Now, obviously, it's really just the blue, translucent blue windows that give that underwater effect. But I did want to try something different, and I think this came out well. In my personal life, on Instagram, this has been a really well liked build of mine. So I'm hoping here on YouTube you all like it as well. As I said, the new shark really pushed me to try to do something with sea creatures, and remembering that toy gave me this option. I went ahead and used a lighter blue, kind of like a sky blue, that's what I call it, and the dark blue, or I think it's known as earth blue. I think that actually worked out really well. Initially, I was going to try to just replicate the toy I had as a kid, and then as I was kind of digging for the parts that would like replicate it, I realized, you know what, I have parts in a different color to do this, so I don't have to do as much digging or any ordering. Let me just give it a try, and I really like this combination. So it's dark blue on the bottom, the buffers and the sidewalls are the lighter blue, and then the top is that dark blue again. It's very nice. And then inside, I went ahead and I used tan plates, 6 2x6s, gave me the exact footprint I needed for the inside, and then I just went ahead and tried to just make it look like it's in water. So like I said, the blue helps with that, the translucent blue. I went ahead and I used this seaweed piece. I have probably about 20 of them, which I know probably doesn't sound like a lot, but when you never use them, it's kind of a lot. I just haven't really experimented with the part that much, and when I went ahead and I built this aquarium car, I realized if I just had the shark in there, it's pretty dull and pretty boring. It's cool because you have the angled look of the shark. I need something on kind of either end to sort of balance it out. So I pushed the shark a little farther back to one end, and then I put a rock down there with the hermit crab, as you can see. And on the other end, I put the seaweed. Though I'd like to kind of add more in. The shark, where it's sitting, is kind of on the fragile side, and the mold, I think it's almost a 6 wide mold. It might be that odd 5, like if you were to measure it out, it'd probably be more closer to 5 studs than 6 studs. So it's just really actually cramped in there. For me to get my fingers in there, to get the shark put in the right spot, it was kind of a pain in the butt. So once I had the shark in place, and I knew I had to add something, I just went ahead and put the seaweed over there to balance it out. I think it looks nice. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. We'll go ahead and we'll turn it around. By turning it around, hopefully you can see I used a clear 1x1 round brick, and the best way I can put it is in the DC superhero minifigure series. All of them, I believe, come with that clear part that angles, that allows them kind of mimic flying or jumping or falling even. So I used that part because I picked up a couple of the Aquaman, but multiple, so Aquamen. I don't know. Sorry, got a little distracted with that. Anyways, I got a couple of those figures, and I used that for the shark to pose it. And I'm really happy because without that part, I think posing the shark I probably went the boring aspect of just stacking up a couple bricks like that, and then having them float there down the middle. Though I want to angle them, I know before when people wanted to angle stuff, you had to kind of build a stack of seaweed or a larger rock to do that, and I really didn't want to do that because even though I need the rock and the seaweed to balance out the build, sorry, I leaned into the camera there to move it. I didn't want to rely on it as a crutch and kind of almost say dirty up the build. I don't want to talk anymore because I feel like I almost over-explain this, but I really hope you like this build. It's got a lot of traction on Instagram and a lot of traction in my personal life. So let me know what you all think down in the comments below. If it's just as big as a hit, I'll probably go ahead and I'm working on one more for sure, maybe two more aquarium cards just to use some of the really cool sea creatures LEGO has been giving us this past year or so. Otherwise, as I said before, please comment down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video.